Hello everyone, Cyber Eric Gaming here with another gameplay explained video. This is for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. This is from the beta, but it basically gives you the idea. Obviously this is the next Call of Duty, a lot of first-person shooter action, etc, etc. I'll go over some of the very basic things. I won't explain obviously what a first-person shooter is itself, but before I go any further, please like and subscribe. It is appreciated and it supports the channel. Alright, so let's go over the quick menus, etc, etc. Again, for the beta, you're going to have these options. Create a class will be locked at the beginning. It unlocks at level 4. And you're going to have some quick play options. Team Deathmatch, Domination, Kill Confirmed, and Hardpoint. By the way, 3 of the 4 are my favorite modes. There's also other modes here, like Kill Block here, which is like 10v10. Some new mode called Inflation, which you can read the description. It's basically like a caching thing. But basically, this is Call of Duty. You're basically going to go 6v6 for the usual, and you can have sometimes 10v10 or other different modes, and you're basically running around with the gun, shooting people. Call of Duty is a known class thing in terms of what it is. So that here, kind of trying to also show some of the footage. Obviously, you're running around, aiming. One of the main things for Call of Duty is learning the map layout. So we have new maps for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and it feels pretty good, I'll say. From the first impression, it actually feels very, very good. It doesn't have the omni movement that the previous Call of Duties had, which actually feels, it really feels more like a Call of Duty from back in 2000, late 2010s, I guess. There's still, the Call of Duty is so old at this point that I have no idea what numbers they switched those things on. But basically, you have your modes here, like for example, I'm here playing Domination. I'm getting some kills. You get your UAVs, right, to scan the map. You're basically scanning the map at the top corner, top left corner, to see where enemies are. You have different grenade types. For example, here I have the Simtex grenade, and I stick the guy in, even though I still shot him. Basically, you can shoot down the sights. You can aim down the sights, ADS, or you can just hip fire, which I did there. Obviously, I'm playing here Kill Confirmed. It's usually better to actually hip fire when you're that close range. And you're going to be moving around, shooting people. Obviously, one of the main things about Call of Duty is you're going to be leveling up. This is a beta, so you actually get to level up to I think level 30. I think that's like I saw like a reward there. And you're going to be unlocking different things, different perks. You also want to level up your guns, of course. Here I am leveling up the M4, which is the second assault rifle that you would get in the beta. Obviously, the full game will have more different things, probably different order of things. As I mentioned, you can also create a class. Once you unlock that option, you can kind of select different operators that are in the beta here. For example, different operators that I'm showing up here. You can select them. Those are basically kind of your skins. Obviously, Call of Duty likes to sell skins for the multiplayer suites. In terms of weapons, basic Call of Duty stuff. You got your assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, light machine guns, marksman rifles, which are actually a fan favorite of mine. And obviously sniper rifles for those that really like to snipe. In terms of tactical grenades, right, like concussion grenades, smoke grenades, etc., etc., everything is basically the same as last year's. It's just for this, I guess, the Screamer Mine thing, which is the only thing that I saw that was new. And I don't think you're going to be able to unlock it for the beta. And for example, lethal weapons, the same thing. You have your termites, you like Molotov cocktails, etc., etc. Field upgrades, the same thing. Again, same thing. Trophy system, seeker drones. Basic stuff. Some of them are semi-new, like this smoke wall. I don't even know what it is. I haven't able to unlock it or seen footage of it. Tactical insertion is back, etc., etc. And you obviously have your new perks system. Same thing as before. You got 2 perks. You get to pick one or the other. And I'm showing some here. You got Tracker, which is like people leave footprints on the ground. Cold-blooded, right, Ninja, all this kind of stuff. Very classic Call of Duty stuff. And there's kill streaks, also very similar. This is now a kills-only kill streak Call of Duty. This is not a point system, so basically you need to get kills to unlock the kill streaks. And they're separated now based on kills. So the 3-slot kill range, you basically pick one of the 4 and vice versa for the different things. So there is no more stacking 3, 4, 5 kills and you get your small upgrades here and there, which I like to do. For example, here I'm showing one of the new kill streaks. I died from it, so you can see how it looks from the perspective, and here I am actually using it, although I did shoot it at the ground because at this point I had to panic. But I did get 2. I got the kills right there. But that's one of the new like bomb slider kill streak, for example. Here's the replay so you can see their versions of it. You got your UAVs, you got your strafing runs that you saw me dying there, and you can see the replay. And this is one of the new kill streaks, etc., etc. Very similar to our kill streaks, by the way. Nothing shocking there. And obviously, you can customize your weapons and different things. You can unlock different perks, stocks, ammo, the types, etc., etc. But basically, yeah, Call of Duty, you're going to be running around, you're going to be shooting people, jumping around. If you want to do that type of tactics, you're going to have different grenades, abilities, different modes. Again, I am a domination hardpoint player because I like to control an area and try to make builds to capture and hold. So I like those modes as well. For example, there is the shield, the riot shield is back. It is a field upgrade, if I recall. And it is a lot of fun, actually, because, for example, here's two guys hitting me. Obviously, I backed up, I crouched, because you don't want to get shot in the foot. And I basically use my stim pack to heal, and I rotate because I was actually thinking, if I was the other guy, I would have gone behind him. so I didn't let him. One other thing for the beta, there is a single-player campaign. Go ahead and play it. It's actually relatively short. It'll take like 20-25 minutes. It was a lot of fun, single-player campaign. This is like a single-player thing in South Korea, in a nuclear power plant, etc., etc. And I'll show some of that footage later. But basically, you're running around trenches, etc., etc. Here, single-player campaign, running around, pretty straightforward. Run around, follow the objective, etc., etc. There is armor, by the way. So here I'm putting on the armor. So this is kind of like a takeaway from the Warzone mode. We see here I am flipping around using the shotgun, and it's basically your standard single-player campaign for Call of Duty, which is actually a good thing. I'm not complaining. This is more Call of Duty is really one of my favorite franchises when it comes to like a just solid first-person shooting action, and this fits the bill here. For example, here I am fighting one of those giant tank juggernaut enemies here. There's also a tank section, by the way, also a lot of fun. You get your missiles, you get basically your shooting gallery, etc., etc. Right? I'm playing this on Recruit just because I wanted to get through it. I wasn't gonna play it on hard. I'm not getting any achievements or anything for a beta. Well, as I mentioned, the single-player campaign is in a power plant. For example, here's the spent fuel pool. If you know what a nuclear power plant is, that shouldn't be boiling, which is kind of weird. But again, you're running around, there's gonna be all the Call of Duty setup, different rooms with explosions, etc., etc. I saw that this was actually really, really cool, so I captured footage of this. By the way, there's also like a climbing section, like straight up like from Uncharted, a climbing section, and I'm like, I don't see those that often in Call of Duty, so I kind of wanted to call it out. I liked it, it's just I'm not used to it. Like, jumping around in first person is not the easiest thing when it comes to platforming. Like, Doom has done it, not many other first-person shooters do it that well. But that's basically Call of Duty. Again, no shots here, no surprises here. I am getting a double kill. Here playing hardpoint, we're running around, different weapons. Obviously, things like small machine guns or shotguns will be better for close range. Other things are for long range. And again, it is a beta. As you saw, some bodies there floating around. There are some new perks, for example, that's the little scout drone. You can shoot them down, as you see there. And also, for example, there's like this nice turret that somebody put down that actually shoots people. I have no idea what it was. And here's a rocket launcher, me taking down basically like one of the enemy UAVs or equipment. And you're basically going to be running around, fighting enemies. If you're playing Team Deathmatch, you're going to be killing people. If you're playing Domination, you're going to control the points. And that's basically it. That's basically it. I would like to thank everybody for watching. Please leave a comment, please like and subscribe. Please appreciate it. And that's it for this Game Explained. And have a good one, everyone. This is Cyber Era Game signing out.